welcome to Abraxas Precipice, episode 6. We're making it happen, guys. You guys can talk. It's cool.
Yeah. We were just talking about food trucks.
Yeah, we were talking about
my
food trucks.
belly was on a detour.
Very nice. Yeah, we're actually let me go introduce the stream. We'll talk about why we're talking about food trucks. It's actually kind of a cool thing, and Donna can maybe tell a little bit more about that too. Why food trucks are on the topic of conversation tonight. But welcome to Abraxas Precipice. This is an Expanse role-playing game, actual play, based on the role-playing game by Green Ronin Games. Thank you for last episode 2 hanging out with us and Ross and everything for a cool cliffhanger. We're gonna pick it up here momentarily after we get through our announcements. Tonight there's a giveaway from Green Ronin Games for the Ships of the Expanse print copy. If you type into the chat the word Diana like the goddess, or to a lesser extent my own sister, you can go ahead and you get entered to win a copy of that tonight. Go ahead and throw that in there. In addition, we are trying to hit a subscriber goal for the month. If we hit our subscriber goal tonight, we will give away to the winner of the book, additionally, a Game Masters bundle from Green Ronin Games as well, or publishing as well. I keep wanting to call them Green Ronin Games because they make games, but they're publishing, so I need to...
Green Ronin Publishing.
Green Ronin Publishing, yeah. And I'm sure they're not going to be mad at me for saying games too often, but like I try not to. I really try not to, because they do make good games. And then...
Hey John, how do you spell Diana? Diana over 2 N?
D-I-A-N-N, or D-I-A-N. Let me go. I'll use the command. I think it's this command. There it is. Okay, there's your command. You can go and it gives all the directions. I was waiting for Nightbot to do it, but I had to do it myself. That's all right. So food trucks. We're talking about food trucks because we're talking about doing a convention, hanging out at a convention that our own Donna over here is doing in January. Donna, can you tell us about your convention? And please feel free to drop any links you have for it in the chat.
Oh, yeah. I think my husband's actually in the chat right now, so he can throw some links in there. OrcaCon, it's a tabletop games convention that's focused on diversity, inclusion, and accessibility. And it looks like we're going to try to get the band here to do an actual play at the show itself. So one of the things that is cool, because we all like food, is that our hotel lets us bring in food trucks of all kinds. And so that's kind of one of those big things. You don't have to eat expensive hotel food, which also doesn't necessarily, it's not accessible for everyone. So that's why we're talking about food trucks. And I've got a list already of like 50 trucks for us to go check out. So I guess we kind of have to do some research, to make sure we pick the right ones.
Awesome. Yeah, the last gaming convention I went to, they had food. We had to buy hotel food. The hotel food was pretty rough. Even it was expensive and rough. So I'm really into like food trucks in terms of diversity, and also just like not just diversity of like what they're serving, but also like the styles of cuisine, and plus they're fun to look at. Yeah, like one of our most popular ones is called Off the Res, and it's an indigenous owned truck that serves fry bread tacos. That's pretty good. One of my favorite food trucks I ever went to was this. It was called Viking Truck down in L.A. And they did this hot dog called the Broadsword. And so the bun was like this big, but the dog was like this. And it was called the Broadsword. And I thought that was pretty clever. But all right, cool. Well, yeah, sorry guys, it's dinner time. And but thank you so much for that information, Donna. That'll be super fun. We're looking forward to doing it. We're setting it up. We're still early on our organization, but it looks like it'll happen as long as we keep on going and you guys keep on tuning in and liking us, and we appreciate that too. But please check out orcacon.org. All right, next up we have to kind of tell people that we like them, because we do like you. Our Patreon is open. You can go ahead and support that with I'll put the link here in the chat as well. Our Patreon, we have bonus episodes, we got the podcasts, we get previews of what's coming on. It's kind of a cool way to help let us know what you like and interact with us in a very direct way if you want to, along with the Discord. But we definitely like our patrons. Our buddy Dan is still going strong with the big boy belt the Loda thing. He's throwing in. He's got Mr. Moneybags. It's just making it rain on us. I appreciate it. All that money goes to helping us get better gear, keep the stream going, stepping up the giveaways. I know that our next big physical giveaway stuff that it got shipped. Actually, I got a word from those guys, so we're gonna have that for everybody, hopefully within a week or so, to start talking about that and like start showing them off on social media and such. But we gotta give Dan a big Oi Beltalowda. Let's do it.
Oh yeah,
Beltalowda!
And last, before we start the game, we have a really big announcement. We had our first guest player on last week, Ross Thompson from the Op. He was super cool. We had a lot of fun, really fun guy to play with, super cool to work with. If you're not following him on social media, he's almost Kirk. But we have other guests coming up, and we're going to announce them at the end of the stream, and it is a big one, so please stay tuned for that. I will be sure to do that along with the winner of our giveaway. Good stuff, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, please once again jump in, and if we hit our sub goal, we have additional giveaways to give away tonight. So that was a lot. There's a lot going on, guys. Like I'm not complaining, but it's a lot going on, and I'm digging it. So you guys ready?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ready? All right. Strap in. Last we left off, you had gone to Prometheus Station, which is a small, tiny moon of Saturn, and you had gone to do a trade that went horribly sideways. Group got split up. You went on a ship called the Princess Stella, which was this is kind of a minorly known pirate ship in this part of the solar system. Crew got wiped out. You only suspect maybe 2 more crew members are still alive, which would be Clara O'Rourke, the captain, and the pilot.
Terry.
The pilot's name was Terry. The last you saw them, they escaped with your other crewmate Abby, but you're not sure if they got off the station or what. You just knew that there was more of these shadowy, like not shadowy figures, but like these guys in like full-blown tech gear with thruster packs and heavy weapons coming to try to hunt you down, and you managed to escape on the Princess Stella. In addition, while you got on the Princess Stella, you found there was a stowaway, a woman, not greatly well dressed, but well dressed, comparatively speaking, not dressed like a standard belter, which was very suspect, and none of you have ever seen her before. But with Jackrabbit in the pilot seat, you guys punched out, got out. Unfortunately, Remy succumbed to his wounds due to the G-forces and the pushing of the ship, but it seemed better than getting everybody shot up or caught on the back on Prometheus. As you are flying out, trying to figure out what's going on, Jackrabbit, on the comms, you get a little alert. It looks like an incoming message, and you kind of see like it's kind of on an emergency band, but it looks like it has Abby's name on it, an identifier from her. There's some sort of like beacon signal coming off of some sort of emergency element. So do you want to take it or?
Oh yeah, and I would imagine like if she's going, she's looking back. She's like, who the hell is that, Sasata? Why you always get shot? Why the hell Abby not here? And then the thing comes in, and she'd be like, beep, 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 Abby, where the hell you go?
So Abby, this little shuttle you're on, the comms open up, and you have a direct line to Jackrabbit. You guys are in proximity enough to do live communication without issue.
Is it like a clear signal?
Yeah, it's a clear signal. You guys can talk to each other. It's visual and stuff like that too. They can see. It's not like the best video quality. Jackrabbit, when the video, do you want to turn the video on, Abby?
Yeah.
Okay, so the video comes on. Jackrabbit, you see inside what looks to be like basically an emergency, like a transport shuttle, like a really crappy one. In it, you can see Abby in the foreground, like at the console. Behind her, you're pretty sure you see a person, like a body, sitting in one of the gravity couches on one of the, you kind of strap in to get ready to go. They don't look like they're conscious. You're pretty positive it's the captain of the Princess Stella, Clara O'Rourke.
And was Claire was Abby's significant other,
Yes.
right? And is
And the captain,
Claire the one that's the captain that's passed out on the thing? Okay.
Yeah.
So I would turn to everybody else on the ship, be like, "Hey yo, it's Abby. Looking like Claire, not doing so good. G-Ral is bullshit. Whatever happened? What happened?" She's a little frantic. as she's like seeing all the blood. Like I'm imagining you all are coming in like looking like you all probably should have died too.
I'm really
So that
really
kind of
Melota.
feeling of like I just went up in there to catch a little nap, you know, and I come out and everything's all crazy.
Melota, we're in trouble. Remy dead. We lost Abby. But you found her. We should all meet up. But yeah, we were like ambushed.
And John, is there a way to get like you have to land to get the pod and the ship together,
dock
right?
it. The freighter, the ship you're on is a freighter. It does have capabilities to dock in space.
Okay, she wouldn't even ask for. Usually, Jackrabbit asks like, "Should we do this? Should we do that?" But that's her that's her Sisata there, so she'd be like doing whatever it is. Like, hold on, let's get you in here.
It's not a problem for you to divert the ship over toward a trajectory for it. Your ship's much faster than the pod. The pod's not. It's just kind of meant to move people from a bigger ship. Like if you had like a big capital ship coming in to move them up and down. And then Abby, you can easily like give control of the pod you're on to the Princess Sella if you want to, to let it auto dock into each other, so it kind of sets up.
Yeah, and Abby's just like eerily calm, and I imagine I'm also probably a little bit covered in blood.
Yeah, you have the blood of both your Claire and Terry on you.
Yeah, so I imagine I just kind of look shell shocked and just give you control of it.
Yeah, and that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, the rest of you. So Myrtle, you notice that this stranger on the ship, Diana, as she's seeing this unfold, kind of backs off a little bit and like sits down in one of like the gravity couches that's like along the edge of the ship here, like in the kind of the deck area. It's not on any console or anything like that. It's just kind of sitting by itself and just straps in and it's kind of like sits there and like she's waiting. She's not gonna like, she can tell something's up and she's rather not interfere or be in position.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Well, first I want to just make sure that Wyatt and Onyx can get to medical.
Yeah, Onyx, you managed to carry Wyatt into the auto dock setup. It's not a problem. It's a pretty decent one. It's a little bit better than the one you had on the last ship. It'll do the trick and everything, no problem.
Yeah, and
we're
then
not being followed, right, John? Like this?
You
Are
want to
we
do
like?
a scan?
Yeah, I mean, can I do that at the same time as the docking?
Yeah, for sure.
Deal? Okay.
So make a. This is a intelligence technology check, and you get. If you look at the ship stats that you have, there should be a sensor stat on there. You get that bonus to your check.
Okay. I don't know how to do that, and I will roll first and sort.
You should be good.
Wow, super low. I rolled doubles, but it was 1, 2, 3, 4 plus whatever that stat is.
It's actually a +0. I thought the ship had better sensors.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think Jackrabbit is like too distracted.
Yeah,
She's
too
like
distracted. Yeah,
punching things in, going like, Wyatt, check that. Why does he always get shot? I don't know how to do this shit.
It's very much a can't see shit captain situation. And so you're kind of like, oh, how's it going on? Yeah, you're panicking and kind of everything's very bright and very shiny. As you hold the stick on the little knob that controls the ship, you feel a sense of power you've never had before. So you're a little drunk on the power. Don't let it go to your head, but
yeah, it's like looking and like, oh, this is nice shit.
Yeah.
Like just distracted.
But you start pulling the sensors up, and you don't see anything on the sensors. Nothing pings off you initially, except for the focus on the shuttle. One thing you are noticing about using the ship Jackrabbit is that its systems are much more responsive and are much better at anticipating your needs than you are used to. I don't want to say that I'm not like the ship. If you're curious, you're guessing some sort of advanced executive AI control over it. That all the other AI systems are under control by another AI system that actually can coordinate a lot better. So it's definitely upgraded. Essentially, you don't need a very big crew to operate the ship.
It's like the woman I always wanted, is what she's saying.
She is self-reliant.
Hey, Myrtle, you doing okay? You doing okay? You shut up too?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna, after I make sure that the guys are headed in the right way, I'm gonna kind of clean up myself a little bit, and with my eye looking at Diana, and I was like, yeah, Jackrabbit, I'm fine. It's okay. We got to get them taken care of first, and I'll be fine.
And looking at Diana real quick, Myrtle, you get an idea of like she reminds you a lot of the kind of like either merchants or we'll say lesser honorable merchants you've met out on Ceres and in the belt during your time here. She kind of has this motif about her that it just those elements to it kind of catch on you. Although you don't believe she's a belter. It's hard to tell because she's sitting down right now and you guys are moving, but you're pretty sure she's not a belter.
I'm gonna go and sit next to her.
Not a problem, yeah.
You know, and kind of strap myself also, and just like, so hey, how's it going?
Better than it was on Prometheus. I'm and she can see like the transmission between Abby and Jackrabbit, no problem. She kind of looks over and she says, hopefully you can get your friends back on board. We're not going to last long on that shuttle.
Oh, I have complete confidence in Jackrabbit that she'll be able to do that. What about you? What about all your people?
And she's like, I'm just an in-between. I was talking to the folks back on Ceres about this deal and trying to coordinate with the Free Fools, but like I don't know the hell happened there. Never seen anything like that. No one ever with that kind of equipment come through anywhere I've ever been. Who the hell do you think they were?
No idea. You got your own ship? You got your own company? Or you work for somebody else?
I just coordinate and take a cut of the deal.
And
So
who's
Free
making
Fools-
this deal for you?
Well, the Free Fools hired me up to negotiate with whoever the hell I'm talking to on Ceres. They're pretty clandestine. I'm guessing that was supposed to be the people that had this ship, but I don't think they did too well, or anyone walked away from that. But listen,
No.
she's like, I don't know what your organization's like here, like what your criteria are and everything like that. But I'm gonna be like, I'd rather talk to all of you at once than just talk to you one-on-one. Nothing personal. And it sounds like you have bigger things going on. She seems like she's worried about telling you something, and then like you pick this up pretty quickly that she's worried about telling you something and then having it kind of leveraged against her without the rest of the crew knowing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she seems like she wants to be open and honest, but she'd rather it be at the moment that's conducive to everyone. She's like, I saw you had you have a pretty nice, there's a pretty nice galley on the ship. Why don't you go get your friend and figure out what's going on with them and get your other buddy, start getting him patched up, and we can have a nice conversation.
Oh, sure, we can do that. Are you gonna hang just right here, or?
So you do have executive control of the ship because of Remy's commands that he gave. You could secure her if you want to. You could secure for prisoner the straps if you wanted to. But she would not be able to get out without permission from another person on the ship, potentially.
No. So why don't you come with me right now to the galley, and then you can wait there while I gather everyone up.
Okay. And like you guys you have the linear trajectory, so the gravity of the ship's, how hard are you burning the ship, Jackrabbit? Are you doing a 0.3G, a 1G? Like, you want to go higher than that? Then it starts to become a problem for you. You have to do the juice.
Well, when we're trying to get Abby, like, I'm guessing we can't get that. Am I burning it to get to Abby, or am I burning it to get away?
You guys got away pretty quick. The station's not going to go anywhere. It's an asteroid. And you didn't. Also, like when you guys left, one of the last things Remy did was he told the ship to get ready to burn anyone that was trying to intercept. And like the weapon systems for the ship are all right now on alert. You can tell him to stand down if you want to, but he gave the command "Light him up, Princess," which is basically when you heard that from him, like all 6 of the PDCs, the torpedoes came online and were ready to start locking on anything.
And
they didn't fire at all.
She likes speed, but she also sees all of her friends are on the verge of death. So I mean,
you can automate the ship, no problem.
If I go 3G, is that gonna
You would probably start collapsing your own body on itself. That'd be very hard for
we wouldn't go that. We wouldn't go, not with everybody injured like this. So
just to be clear on the rules of the game real quick. So 1G is up to 3Gs for an Earther is not too bad. It's fine. Like after that, they have to start making tests. Belters past 1G have to start making tests.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you can
1G
basically
then.
pass out. Yeah.
1G's the way.
1G's the way. Okay, so that's a good burn. So that's a good. So you're making a pretty clear burn. You go, Myrtle, no problem. You go and secure Diana, no problem. She goes and chills out, and she's just kind of watching, checking everything out. She's just taking everything in. You're pretty sure if she did run to the ship, she tried to run as far away from the airlock as possible, trying to get as high up on the ship as possible to have like the higher ground. Wyatt and Onyx, you get Wyatt. He kind of hobbles in. With his wounds, you're getting used to carrying him around a little bit. You're a little worn out yourself, definitely breaking a sweat. You manage to get him in the auto dock, strap him into the gravity couch element of it, not really an issue. And Wyatt, you're conscious, like kind of taking it in and everything like that too. You do, yeah. I don't know what you guys want to do, if anything, about that.
Is there any way to look up the lady that we just saw? Like, I got her name, but
you can try to. All she gave you was the name Diana. You could try to run facial recognition on her, but you have to run it through like a station. Like if you want to try, you can try to run through Prometheus station. The problem is once you start pinging out, though, is that your ship's going to get picked up by where it is, and also, and if you try to, Prometheus is kind of low on security, it seems. Relatively speaking, where like you would have to go ping something like Ceres or Tycho to get more information, but that's going to take a few hours.
Yeah, don't work too hard. Rest Wyatt.
I'll just kind of like fall back in the seat and just collapse because I am really hurt.
And
you're injured.
You're gonna make it. Just rest. And I'm kind of sweet talking him, wiping some sweat off his brow. I'm thinking like. Yeah.
All right. So we got Neurosonics.
Yeah,
Neurosonics. And as you, Myrtle, as you guide her down to the galley also is the same level as the med bay. The med bay has one single bed basically, and it's just a small room. You can see Onyx in there, and Onyx, you see Diana, and that's one of the other problems with it too. Wyatt, is like you'd be running a security check on this lady right in front of her, so it's kind of like it may not. You're like I'm shot, but like. I want to know who the hell she is. It's like it's gonna not be the most welcoming action, to say the least. I don't trust her.
so if we're walking by there and we're walking by the medical area, I'll just kind of look in and I'll stop and say, hey, well, it's probably going to take a little while to get us all together, but we can wait over there and I'll fix some drinks and some food for us, and you can hang out with me. We can just, see what's going on. And that gives everybody on the crew time to, get their stuff together and make sure everything is fine on the ship.
Myrtle, give me a perception and empathy check real quick on Diana.
Let's see. 15?
15. Okay, yeah, you kind of check her out, and she seems calm and like just kind of like I want to say a little. She seems a little bit like I want to say a little bit in shock about what shook down. But you can tell she's calming down in terms of like she feels safer than she did say an hour ago.
Sure.
So that is kind of something you're getting a sense of relief on her, that she's like not as tense as she was say an hour ago, where obviously shots were fired and people had jetpacks.
Okay, so I'll just be a little bit more kind and supportive, and just like being gentle with her. Let's just go relax here, and then we can talk about nothing if you want, or we can just talk about flowers or ale, and and then we can just wait for the hard conversation once everybody's here. Give you a chance to relax.
Yeah, and you pick up pretty quick on her as you're walking with her down to the galley. You're pretty sure she's a Martian. Okay. You're pretty sure her, based on her bone structure and stuff like that, she's a Martian.
Okay.
Okay. Jackrabbit, you approach the shuttle that Abby's on. Give me a piloting check to try to get the docking maneuvers properly done, and give yourself a +2 on that for the AI systems kicking in.
Wow. Sorry, Abby. 4, 5, 6 +5 with my piloting, plus an extra 2
for the automation.
Plus another 2. All right. Well, all is good.
What do you get?
11, 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you're still getting used to the size of the ship. This is bigger than anything you've ever piloted. She's got you're not. Oh, okay, I'll say you're not used to a ship with so big of an ass. It's got a big, like, you're used to like if you wanted to reach back, you could touch the back of your little sling racer. This thing, it's like 50 meters back. So you're kind of slinging it in a little bit, but you do manage to dock the thing up. You can feel the umbilical of the ship come out. Abby, as you're on the shuttle, you feel the ship shake as you feel the umbilical bond over, and you can hear it seal over the airlock and such like that too. It looks like it's ready to go, and you get a little green signal saying there's pressurization on the airlock. It's ready to open up. You have Claire strapped in. She's not conscious. You haven't at this point. You haven't checked to see if she's still alive or not. Last thing, she was not. She was drifting in and out pretty bad.
Okay, I'll check her vitals.
Okay. You go over and check her and make an intelligence medicine check real quick.
Fourteen.
14. You go and check her pulse and on her neck and on her arm and stuff like that. She's gone. You can kind of see she looks like she went decently calmly, but you can tell with the bullet wound she took, along with the lack of gravity on Prometheus, really made it hard for her wounds to seal up and stuff like that too. It might have been a little too late when you guys got onto the shuttle.
Okay, I'll press my forehead against hers, pick up my crowbar, and get onto the other ship.
Did you want to bring her along, or do you want to like?
John, can I also say, like, from our ship, I knew there was somebody hurt. Like, I don't know, can I like call at Myrtle? Because I know Myrtle's the only one.
You can ping anyone on the ship. You guys can talk.
Okay.
I
probably would have pinged Myrtle as we were docking to be like, Abby gonna need some help. Claire's hurt. Myrtle, go help her. That type of deal.
The ship is automated, so like you don't have to be in the pilot seat to do it. It'll just sit there and it'll be docked and hold it. The systems will.
Oh, okay. I don't have to sit there.
Yeah,
then I would turn on automatically. Then I would scramble down, and I would still call that out, and I would be scrambling down.
All right, so you go on down. You get down to the cargo bay where the airlock is. You can see that the airlock's opened up, and you can see the umbilical is extended a bit, and you can see Abby standing there with her crowbar. Abby's covered in a fair amount of blood. It looks like she's taken quite a few scrapes and bruises herself. She's not like, you don't see her like a hole in her side or bleeding out or anything like that, but she's definitely busted up. But it's just her.
Yeah, I imagine like as you're describing it, an umbilical, like standing on one side. There's all this like Anakin Skywalker talk in the chat, but I imagine Jackrabbit was like pouncing there, like ready to go, and then at the sight of Abby's like kind of stoic face and no Claire and the crowbar just sort of going still, like an eye meeting across this umbilical type of deal, and just like silence back. Giro.
So when I hear that, when I hear Jackrabbit asking for help, I had started making some drinks, and I had like a hot cocoa type drink. And so I put it in here, and I was just like, just relax here, and I'll be back shortly. And I'll just take off.
And you got Onyx down there too, watching it, so you can watch both Wyatt and her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Onyx, I'll be right back. Jackrabbit needs me.
Sounds good.
And I imagine hearing at the sound of Myrtle kind of coming down, just like turning my head and just giving Myrtle a look and a little bit of a nod, like it's not good. And then looking toward Abby and just walking kind of slowly down this thing and saying, "You want us to get her into the ship for you, Abby."
I just kind of stare, and I'm just like, no.
Then, and Jackrabbit will nod and turn back around and give Myrtle a look like.
I'll put my hand on Jackrabbit's shoulder and just nod at her, like, I get it.
Jackrabbit, you do know that shuttles like that have beacons on them, and based on the way it was launched and stuff like that too, it's going to tell people where it is. It's basically telling people where it is right now. So you can either.
I think I would go back in and I would program it to head in a different direction than where we're gonna go.
If you want, do you want it to be found, or do you want it to like try to be obscured?
What I wanted to do is be misleading. Like I wanted to like look like it's moving in a direction that's not the complete opposite, but just a total different trajectory.
Yeah, you guys are just floating around the Saturnian system right now. Like Saturn's got a ton of moons, and you guys are just kind of like going around wherever, just kind of cruising it. Keep your distance off of like any kind of shipping lanes or major routes. You could tell it to go to a shipping route, or you could tell it to like head to Tycho or something like that. It does have an Epstein drive that'll burn for a while. But it's not a very fast drive. It's not meant to like go for a distance.
So I would put in Tycho.
Yeah.
Actually, I put in Eros just because I am always thinking of my own home. Yeah. And as I would kind of do that, I would stop in front of Claire and I'd say,
I mean, Abby.
Well, no, Claire,
you're
the
going
dead.
on the ship?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I was imagining. Did I have to go on the ship to program it out?
The ship is currently it's under the control of the princess, so you can actually program it from the princess.
Okay.
Or you can even go into your data pad and tell the princess to do it or whatever.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able, because I imagined it was like walking at the end of the thing and walking over, booping on the thing, and I would basically just like give a nod to Claire. If I was at my computer, I would just say it aloud of just like, I told her not to trust you, Sisata, but I take care of her. As we just send it kind of on its way.
All right, so the umbilical comes in, the ship dislodges from its parallelism, it tea kettles off, and then the Epstein of it kicks in and it starts burning for arrows. You're not sure if it'll make it or not, but that's not really your guys' concern at this point.
And meanwhile, I just move us in a different direction, just picking almost at random something until I figure out from the group where we want to go.
Yeah, it's Saturn. The Saturn area. Yeah, one thing to realize too about the solar system in terms of like size and scale is that as far as Jupiter is from the Sun, the distance between Jupiter and Saturn is that equal distance. So it's a huge area you guys have to work with. I mean, it's massive. So you're fine. You can get lost, no problem. And if you really don't want to get lost, just you can turn off the drive or whatever you want to do. But you guys have a mag boot then for sure. All right. So Abby, you kind of come back on the ship and kind of keeping it together as best you can. Give me a willpower test actually. The bottom stat.
13.
13. You hold it together. Like you're not letting this interfere with your wants and desires and mission or whatever you feel. You can keep it. It's not overwhelming you yet. Does that make sense? All right.
While I'm sitting in the med bay, I want to Onyx a message on my data pad that just says Belter Burrito ?
I'll look at it as I'm watching Diana.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like looking at the stowaway. And I recognize it's a Martian too, right? So
you kind of start moving around. You can tell you're pretty sure she's an Innard for sure. Martian, you're pretty sure.
Okay. I'm just kind of like watching her, not sure, as I'm sort of making this Belter kibble with a little bit of reconstituted stuff, fungal curds for I'll just be like, don't move. I'm watching you. Olmang. Who are you? I'm just like real suspicious.
She said, I'm Diana. I was hoping to talk to you and the rest of the crew all together at once. Even your friend in the med bay there. Is he going to be okay?
He's resting right now. We'll come talk to you when we're all ready, but you don't move. I'm watching you. I'm just...
You once again, as I told Myrtle, you can secure a prisoner.
Okay.
If you want to, you can go up and...
No, I won't quite yet, because Myrtle sort of walked her in here nicely. And I'll head over to Wyatt, and I'll give him I go, here, eat this.
Give him his red kibble burrito.
Yeah, eat this thing. I said, I don't know about that one in there. She come from Prometheus, and maybe with the Volker Collective, but we should find out who attacked us.
I agree.
But she wants to talk to the whole entire crew. So maybe we see if they finish docking. Jackrabbit finished docking and gets Abby and everybody down and Myrtle down here.
And also, Jackrabbit, the other thing too is when you left the ship, you notice that like Remy's body's still in the cargo hold too, just against the wall.
Yeah, we got to do something about Remy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just keep on moving around like
Alright.
it's not there.
So you guys have the ship kind of just drifting through the Saturnian system, just chilling out, keeping a wide berth in the orbit that Saturn goes through, so you're not like kind of chasing Saturn, if you will. You're not trying to go around or something like that. It's really not a problem to get to do this for a while. It's been probably about like 3-4 hours since you guys burned off from Prometheus station. Things seem to kind of calm down. It feels pretty good. Wyatt, you're not like in walking shape getting the auto dock on right now, but you if they want to patch you in through like a security camera on the ship, they certainly could. Like you could participate in the conversation via Zoom. Like I'd be there, but I'm shot. I can't make it to work today, boss. They shot me. But yeah, you're kind of chilling out there, and you guys offered food and drink to her, and she's consumed a little bit of it, taking it easy, and you guys all can gather or do whatever you need to beforehand.
Yeah, I try to call everybody down, I guess, once they're ready.
You guys come on down, the whole crew comes down, and do you guys want to sit at one of the tables? Do you want to keep her in the seat? How do you want to do this regarding what do you want to do with this?
I want to
like
stand.
leaning back against like some food counter, but sort of by the exit, just staring at her.
Yeah, I imagine doing the same, but with the rifle that I still have. That's Wyatt's rifle. Just kind of tapping it every now and again, just to remind her that it was there.
I just stumped in covered in blood, dragging my crowbar.
Nice. Did you guys want to have her sit at there's a big table where like it could handle like 8 people, and then there's also there's other tables too, but then there's also like she's also in the gravity couch right now, trapped in. Do you guys want to let her out, or do you want to let her sit at the table and talk to you, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, let her out at the table, and I'll just I'm gonna grab some more like snacks and some soothing beverages for everybody, and put them at the table, kind of like looking at everybody. It's okay.
And it's really not an issue at this point because you guys have high access to the ship. None of the doors are locked to any of you.
Right.
You guys haven't set like security thing like that too, and stuff like that too. So, and that's something I should mention too. Abby, you're also welcome to get Claire's quarters are available to you should you want them. All right, so
Just for flavor, when Myrtle puts a thing down in front of Diana, Jackrabbit's gonna walk over and take a big sip out of it, put it right back in front of her, go back and lean again, tap on the rifle.
It's our drink now. Okay. So you kind of see her stand up, and you guys all get a good clean look at her. She's a little dirty from like running around Prometheus station. It's not a very clean station. But she has like this kind of modified business attire. Like she looks kind of businessy. Like it kind of reminds you of people you've dealt with. We're trying to look professional. But it's not like something you would see on Luna or Earth or even on Mars. It's kind of a patchwork, if you will. And the one thing on her that does stick out for all of you, especially the belters, is that her mag boots are very high quality. She's got like those, I don't want to say designer mag boots, that sounds weird, but like they're well made for sure, and definitely newer. They're not something she got off of some miner or something like that. And you can see her skin's a little tan. You're pretty sure you think the tan might be a little fake, like she's trying to present herself as something. She's got darker hair, it's cut kind of short. Her makeup's kind of subtle. It's not very she's kind of trying to go for an effortless look, if you will. But she doesn't seem to be too nervous about any of you. She's just kind of like, she feels much calmer and much better than the situation as well. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for helping me. I think I can help you.
Well, sure. I'll look over at Wyatt. It's just like, so does your story start on Mars to get all the way to here?
It did long ago. It's been a while since I've seen home, if you will, but came out here probably much like yourself. And she kind of, she's heard your guys' names too. It's Myrtle.
Yeah.
Probably much like yourself, trying to make my fortune.
Why the hell you know her name Myrtle?
Because you guys called her that?
Why you say it like you knew more? She's all.
She gets kind of like. Okay. Like she can tell Myrtle's not a belter. Like it's not subtle.
How you know she's not a belter?
Like the same way I know you're not innard. Like, it's pretty obvious. So she's like, she kind of keeps her eyes on Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit's the wild card here. She's doing the Charlie Kelly of your guys' group here. She's like, look, I can, like, I need some. I'm looking for a little bit of help, maybe, and maybe you guys can. I can help you out a little bit. But this thing, she kind of gestures to the whole ship.
Sure. How about I reach out and kind of, look like I really care, and put my hand on her, and it's like, there, go ahead, and just start from the top.
Are you being honest or are you being deceitful?
I'm being deceitful.
All right, give me a deception check, communication.
Whenever she starts talking to him, we'll start recording everything she says.
The ship will do that, no problem. Yeah, it's not even an issue.
14.
Okay, she accepts it and stuff like that, and she says, well, look, after all that shook down there, I don't have much to go back to here. And you're right, Mars. It would be good to be safe on Mars again. I'm willing to pay if you guys can get me to Mars.
How much?
Well, money's something I can compensate you with, but I know that with this thing, there's bigger things at bay. This is not a. She's like, this is a known ship in the belt. I know who these people are and what they've done. I could certainly offer you some. I have some connections with the MCR that might be able to get this ship off their. Change up the registry entries for the ship a little bit. We'll say, make sure that you guys are the rightful owners, and legitimate salvage of this ship would be apt.
That's a really going to be one of my first questions. Was it's just like, we love to do stuff to earn money because, like you said, we're obviously out here. Everybody's trying to make a name. They're trying to do business, but we would also like to not get shot down by Mars.
Yeah.
So anything that you can do, to help with that, and I'll look at Onyx and money,
and your mag boots. And I look at
the boots.
At our fancy boots.
She's like,
We want them.
All that in your boots.
Yeah.
One for me and one for her.
What do you gonna do? Tie them up and throw them over a power line? Jesus.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We can negotiate boots. But we'll put that on the list of things to negotiate.
Thanks.
She says, well,
I'm looking out
look,
for you.
She's like, look, I can, we don't even have to get all the way to Mars to do that. I possess a select set of skills, and when you're dealing with people of certain dispositions, you learn to change your name once in a while, and I could certainly, I mean, this isn't like some Mickey ship where the transponder is going to melt the whole ship. If I change it, it'll just, worst case scenario, it'll just burn out the transponder. But I can certainly get a change for you guys if you wanted me to. When that could be a start and show good faith. Rename the ship to anything you want.
Can I tell if she's lying?
I'll let you make a perception check on that. I can't remember which one it is, but it's not seen. But you're gonna have a minus. You're gonna have a -4 on it because you're watching it through a vid screen.
4.
4, yeah. You don't.
The video broke up just to
Yeah,
say that.
it's a decent video, but you're still like watching it from above, and like you can't get a good angle on her body language. Plus it's kind of hard to read her because like you have Onyx threatening to steal her shoes, and then like Jackrabbit's like confiscating her drink. So you're like these are the two people you never want in the interrogation room with you to get a good interrogation.
I also imagine Jackrabbit put her face in the view screen and was like, "What do you think about this?" Like totally blocking it with her big head.
Yeah, it's good cop, bad cop, not good cop, wild cop. You know, like agent of chaos is what we're getting here.
We're more like Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I can make sure the ship is free and clear of any docking fees and give you guys a clear bill on it, no problem. That would be my act of good faith initially, and then payment upon arrival.
All right. Where exactly would you need to go to do this?
Just up and towards the you do it up in the man deck. The transponder is just the transponder is a standard location on these type of freighters. I'd be able to get up there no problem and shift it over real quick. And you guys are welcome to stand by while I do it. I mean,
Okay.
But I would put up a hand and say, "Hold on," and I'd look at Abby. "What you think about this, Abby? You think this a good idea?"
I just kind of I've just been staring blankly at her the entire time, which probably didn't help you get a read on her. So I'm just covered in gore. And I kind of just look at you, Jackrabbit, and I just kind of shrug, but almost like, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, then I'm with Abby.
She says, okay, all right. So after good faith, change the transponder codes. You guys get me to Mars, and I compensate you.
How far is it to Mars from here? How long will that take us?
Shit, dude. It's actually gonna be like well over a week. You're talking the trip to Mars at a 1G burn is gonna be 8 days. At a 0.3G burn, it's 15 days. It's a pretty decent trip.
I want to ask her if she knows about the people who attacked us, who attacked the deal, basically. Did you know who broke up that meeting?
Whoever they were, they cost me a lot of money. Gear like that's. I mean, I've never seen it. I mean, not even I've seen plenty of Mickey patrol boats been boarded. Seen them come through. UNN patrol come through. Whatever they were sporting, that's high grade military gear.
What were they trying to buy? Because we didn't know what was actually in that we were even assisting.
I wasn't even sure, to be honest. But whatever it is, they got away with it.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. I would love to know. Actually, that'd be, I'd love to get that back and make that deal. The cut I was supposed to give was going to set me for life.
John, just to clarify, is this it's clear that she was working with the Belter crew that we were traveling with? Is that what we're feeling?
It seems like she was their go-between. They hired her knowing that she had connections on the market to big spenders, basically. She's essentially if you want me to give you a clear definition, she's a black market fixer.
Okay. And she was hiding on the ship when I was hiding on the ship?
You don't remember seeing her come onto the ship, but you suspect she came on after you started hiding.
Okay.
Somehow she snuck on or got on board or whatever it was, and she was hiding as well in a different location. And she's not wearing anything these other guys are wearing. She's not wearing a vac suit. She doesn't appear to be armed. And she hasn't threatened anybody. She doesn't seem to be. I mean, she's been pretty mellow to you guys, all things considered.
I'm gonna ask her if she has any known enemies. Like, is there anybody out there that would be looking for her?
She kind of looks at Myrtle and she's like, you're not a traitor, dealer without pissing someone off once in a while. But I mean, no one that would ever, I never did anything that would warrant that,
Yeah, that was pretty intense for somebody just maybe having a beef with you.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has I don't, and I mean, they would have, I didn't even know most of the people they killed. Like, I mean, I barely met Hector, but a week ago. Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I think it'd be a good idea to change the name of the ship.
Yeah.
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 How's that go over with you, Abby? Changing the name of the ship. It was your girlfriend's ship, and I don't know, how do you feel about that?
I think Abby's headspace is Claire would want me to be safe. But also, I think I don't care about anything right now, too, so it's like I'm kind of just functioning on autopilot right now.
Okay.
I kind of whisper, we should name the pool after Claire, or to honor Claire, so she was the captain.
We also need to find a way to honor Remy before we just discard of his body.
True.
Oh yeah, we just spaced Remy's dead body. Just kidding.
But once again, I should mention to Belter spacing somebody is like dishonorable, unless you really need to. The proper death is put them in a recycler.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Remy would want to be recycled into a Belter burrito.
You could put him in the recycler on the ship.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
We good tonight.
All right. So you guys, so she says, okay. And she's like, just let me know the name you want and I'll set up a new transponder code.
What you all think?
What'd you say again, Onyx? You said
What you all
Capu?
think? Oh, well, maybe we name it like, Claire. We should do something to remember Claire, his ship, and maybe it'll make Abby feel better too. Don't know.
If Abby has ideas, Abby.
I look at her. I don't know.
I don't know if Abby in a place to make a decision like that. I was gonna say we call it the Gremlin because that's what I like calling ships. A Gremlin number 2. This one is an upgrade, but I kind of like the idea about Captain Gremlin, Captain Gremlina.
Well,
It
we
just
call
gives
it
really bad examples.
Claire's Gremlin. I'm just adding on. We're just name.
Or like Remlin because of Remy, we go Captain Remlin. I think that's it. That's it.
What about Claire's heart?
Oh, that's I feel that one.
Yeah.
That makes me cry.
So the Claire's heart is what you're gonna call it? Okay.
Kind of hurts my heart to think that, but I
Yeah,
look
I
at
get
Abby like, is that
tears.
too much? That seemed too much, but I look at her.
Nah, I think she'd like it. It's a little cheesy, but I think she'd like it.
We'll get tattoos. We'll get tattoos later.
All about the cheese.
From the chat, we got a suggestion, which was the Sinclair.
I kind of love that.
Oh, the
I kind of like the
Sinclair. Oh, I like
Sinclair.
that.
Yeah.
Like 2 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinclair.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
do that.
but are we going with Claire's heart?
No, I think we go.
I
like
like
Sinclair.
Sinclair.
Sinclair, that's 2 words. I want to be clear, that's 2 words.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so the Sinclair.
I say we say that comes from Abby. Thanks, Eric.
All right.
Yeah,
So
good
like
idea.
you so the Sinclair 2 words, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So she goes up and she goes to the transponder, and you guys can watch her. Do you guys want to be threatening around her, like pull a gun on her when she does this, or like? Because I mean, she can basically, you're giving her access to the ship where she could destroy the ship essentially.
I want to watch her to make sure she's not doing anything else sort of, sketchy.
Here, I'll just Onyx and Jackrabbit can keep an eye on you here, and I'll check in on Wyatt and maybe help Abby get cleaned up a little bit and comfortable in her bunk.
So she
And I imagine Jackrabbit would be like, what you doing now? What about now?
and
What
she,
that?
yeah, she goes through and she starts talking you through it, Jackrabbit, and like it's way over your head.
Can I pretend like I'm following?
Sure. She knows you're faking it, but who cares? But you do the one thing you do notice, and Onyx, you notice, especially Jackrabbit and Onyx both notice, she busts out her data pad. She has a very, very high quality data pad.
Oh yeah, we want your boots and that data pad after. We'll throw that in that deal.
Yeah. Yeah, what Onyx say?
You let Myrtle's biggest mistake was leaving her with the belters. Bad things happen out in space, man.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, you know, I was in the military. It's not healthy mentally to be wearing the blood and gore all over you for hours on end. So
Yeah, you do manage to get some of the you give her kind of like this kind of space bath situation, which is largely it's like a water vacuum type situation, and you kind of help her get cleaned up a little bit. You could give her a clean. There are like clean jumpsuits, flight suits on the thing. You also in your inventory there are 10 back suits on board. So if you guys need to head outside the ship, you can.
Nice.
She goes through and starts doing this on it. She almost you can tell she's done this a bunch on it. Like this is almost like old hat for her, doing all this kind of stuff too, and everything too. So
You changed a lot of ship names, huh?
like I said, it's not my first rodeo.
No.
She's going through this, and you guys are sure of the Sinclair. Okay.
Yeah.
But she says that to Onyx. Okay, and she goes and types it in.
Yeah.
And hits the button. She says that should be it, and slides the transponder back into position.
Okay, good. Good. Why don't you take a seat? And I kind of get Jackrabbit, Oh, I guess it's autopiloting, but
Yeah, the ship can operate without it can operate without like it's just on an automated course right now.
Mhm.
And once that gets done, she says, "All right." She looks at Jacker. I think we're good here, and you can see all the signals for all the ship, like all the ships terminals come up as the Sinclair now. It's everywhere. The Jackrabbit, you she kind of looks at you and she says, "So I guess we set a course to Mars."
I look at Onyx.
said, sure.
Pop that thing in.
All right, and she kind of like.
And then I just announced to everybody, we going to Mars, so if you don't want to go, you better come tell us now. Pop it in.
And I hand Diana my data pad for hers. I go,
And I like tap my rifle as he does. Come on.
we trade now.
When I'm heading out of Abby's, she's finishing, I'm gonna leave her be, but I'm gonna bring out some of my special stash of the chocolates that I made on Luna, and leave her like a special chocolate, just so she has something pleasant.
Okay. Abby, did you want to stay in one of like the general quarters, or do you want to stay in the captain's quarters?
No, I'll stay in Claire's.
Okay, so you got the captain's quarters. Okay, and a little bit nicer. You're remembering. It still smells like her. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys start on the path there. Spend a few days in Burn, doing whatever. Largely, Wyatt's like healing up. After about 3 days, Wyatt, you can kind of walk around the ship a bit without too much of an issue. You just have to go check out the auto dock once a day.
Good to see you up and walking around, Wyatt.
It's that burrito, the belted burrito. Just
Oh yeah, wait till you taste the Remy one.
Oh, Jesus, dude. All right.
I can't wait to tell him.
Yeah. Make you big and strong like him. And then how fast did you want to burn to it? Do you want to fly it faster, or do you want to do the 0.3G burn or the 1G burn, Jackrabbit?
I would actually that would be a question for the group, about like
1G
she doesn't know this kind of stuff. Like she always wants to go fast, so it'd be like, hey, how fast you all want to go? This ship, we can take it out for a ride. We can see what we can handle.
what can your bodies handle?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, let's go a little gentle right now, but
Okay.
we definitely want to check it out once everybody's feeling a little bit better.
I would push it to whatever is good for our bodies, but
All right.
still fast. So that
All right.
sounds like
Yeah, you
1G.
push the throttle up and down. You notice that Diana spends a lot of time in the galley. She's just kind of hanging out and seems to be watching news a lot. Like she's kind of flicking through all these public channels. She's not like broadcast now. She's just getting reception off of things. She seems to watch the news like almost religiously, checking for things happening, whatever's kind of going on. Like
at some point, I'll notice that, and I'll go in there,
Mhm.
and I'll just sit down beside her, and I'll be like, "What are you looking for? What's so interesting?"
like
about
I don't want us to get to Mars and have the UNN trying to invade them. I like to get planet side before any kind of embargoes or blockades start happening, bullets start flying, torpedoes start hitting ships. He's like with the destruction of that Cattenberry and Mars kind of being worried about that. I mean, did you see all that? And she kind of flips through it. Look at this, and she points to like apparently and this kind of comes news to you. You probably haven't been paying attention to it, but it looks like the flagship of the Martian fleet, the Donnager, was somehow destroyed. It's unclear on who destroyed it or what, but there seems to be like a lot of rumors and war going on with this ship's destruction.
I'll just kind of sit back and just start watching the news for a little bit.
You start watching the news with it, and it's really interesting because she watches like the mainstream news, but she also watches like off the wall stuff. So she's watching like the main official like UNN news feeds, the official like Martian feeds, the stuff off the Sirius station. But she's even watching some of these like that are borderline pirate stations. Like you've heard about these things, and it's kind of weird. Like she tends to pay attention to everything. Yeah, kind of her day.
Okay.
But she seems like you're not, and like, there's no. You kind of take a watch at it, and like, you don't really notice any pattern from her in terms of what she is looking for watching.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do. See if there was like a method to her madness.
Yeah. So, and everybody has their fortune back. By the way, you guys are back to full fortune after 2 days.
Yes.
That's not an issue.
Waiting for you to say that.
Can I ask, like, does Abby still only have a crowbar?
But wasn't sure what Abby
Yeah.
had weapon wise.
Well, I think
Yes, so far.
Just
Yeah.
a crowbar. I would, at some point, I would like go to Wyatt with the rifle that I think is mine now, and I would say, what kind of weapon we got? All Abby got is that crowbar. It seemed like maybe she will want something better.
There is an armory on the ship. It's been largely, they took most of their weapons with them, which were largely pistols. There are at least 5 rifles on board though. You guys got
And-
access to like some pretty heavy weapons if you want.
What
And
did Remy have on
Remy,
him?
exactly. Remy had some
Remy
stuff
had a
on him.
pistol and what looked to be like a combat knife, like a pretty
Okay.
heavy combat knife.
I'd like to take the combat knife
Okay.
and have it.
I'll also
And
get
then-
that pistol to Abby if she needs
Yeah.
another weapon.
Take
Too.
the pistol.
Yeah, you guys all have pistols and padded armor. It's really not an issue at this point.
Yeah. I can't recycle that. We just use it. That's what Remy would want. He would want you to have the knife.
Does anyone want to any other activities they want to do on these few days?
Is there a place where we can teach Jackrabbit how to shoot the rifle?
Yeah, you can. There's plastic rounds in the armor. You can take her down the cargo bay and start having her pop rounds off.
I actually imagine that like Jackrabbit would be almost avoiding Abby, like can't even look her in the eye. Every time she looks her in the eye, gets awkward, shifts a bit, moves away. But then, like if Wyatt were like, "You want to learn the rifle?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah, let me go get Abby," and I'd be like, "Abby, we're gonna go shoot gun. It'll feel good. Hurry up," and just kind of go on over with Wyatt.
And when they're
And
done
I
doing
would
that,
say-
I'll fix her rifle. I'll like add little inscriptions and upgrade Abby's weapons and kind of write some things with Pilar on it for her.
Okay. So
Because
yeah, you
she's
spend
And
some
I-
time etching some weapons and such. Yeah.
I would also say to Wyatt, I mean, after you show us how to shoot the rifle, maybe we show you how to knock a shot. Sometimes you gotta climb into vents. You know, you don't just use your body. Your body is not a something to just take a bullet like a target.
Like a meat shield.
Also need to find some better armor. Would that help out?
Oh yeah,
That's smart.
There is a set of light security armor, or there's two sets of light security armor on board. They're basically just kind of plates. They are, I think it's whatever's above padded armor in the core book if you want to look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that because I'm tired of getting shot.
Well, that's not going to prevent you from getting shot. It's just not going to suck as much.
Yeah, not
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to suck less. That's what the light armor does is you get a +2 to armor, and then it gives you a -1 to any kind of dexterity checks you have to make.
Okay.
Does anybody want the other armor?
And your speed also goes down by 1 too.
Speed goes down 1, you said?
Yeah, your speed goes down by 1. So, but you're less likely to die. All right.
I'm gonna wear it all the time, but if I know we're gonna go somewhere, it's gonna be a problem.
Well, why don't you wear both? I'm just kidding.
Later, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
-2 speed.
As you guys are traveling and kind of helping out on all this stuff too, as you guys are starting practicing shooting with the rifles and stuff like that too, climbing down, so the galley's above the cargo hold where you guys are shooting with, otherwise you're shooting in a very close quarters area. It's not really a hard shot to make. Diana comes down the stairs of the cargo hold while you guys are firing, and she comes behind you, like she's not trying to be imposing or something like that too, and she sees Jackrabbit, gets waiting for Jackrabbit to finish up her clip, and she says, excuse me, Jackrabbit, I was wondering if we could make a quick detour.
And I just I just rolled to see how nice that shot was. I rolled real nice. Real nice.
Yeah, you're
50
clipping it
+2.
now. You're doing
I
pretty
rolled
good.
like 17 on that one. So I would just do that, do a little, but I can't because the end of it's probably way too high up. So it's, and then I look at her and I'd be like, where you want to go? What kind of detour we talking about?
Well-
And can I have your boots in exchange?
She takes a second and she's like, well, we're not too far right now outside of Jupiter's orbit. We're gonna have to pass that to get to Mars. But I was gonna ask if, and this is to, who's ever fires, so I think it's Abby, Wyatt. I don't know what Myrtle and Onyx are doing. What do you guys anything you're up to? You want to go shooting with them, or you want to watch Diana?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna take care of Rummy's body. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
That,
No, you go
that
ahead.
was easy. You put him in a cycler.
Oh, okay.
Before he does that too, I want that hand that Remy had. Is there any way we can scan that to find out who it belonged to, like
Ooh,
fingerprints?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you guys preserve the hand, and it's like a basically the stuff used for food preservation. You vacuum seal it. You know, as far as analysis, there's nothing on this ship that would be able to analyze that. That's a very specific type of analysis that this ship does not do.
I'll just tell Onyx to keep it on ice.
Okay. Yeah, it would definitely give you a DNA sample, but you don't have. This ship doesn't have science capabilities like that.
Yeah.
And Myrtle, what were you doing?
So I want to kind of watch all the feeds. I'm gonna send messages to my father, who I don't expect him to give me much, but maybe give me a hint after seeing this whole Doniger thing. Because he'll at least, even after a lecture, he'll still present me his military thoughts of what the military might be thinking of on Earth over this, and with the if he thinks that war might break out between
His
the
take
Mars
on
and the Belt.
is that if it was the UNN that took it out, it'll lead to war, but the Martians would have to have definitive evidence. According to this, there's no survivors. No one lived off of it.
Right.
And the suspicion is that it was, and apparently, according to what the Martians' account is all communication from the Doniger were cut off. The only way they have it is they have scopes of information from distance of what they got attacked by some ships, but it's unclear what ships attacked it. None of them were identified and such like that too. His theory is that it's some sort of prototype weapon that did it. That either the one of the, he's some sort of overly powerful hyper distance railgun that the UNN put up, but like he has no clue actually what it would have taken something that advanced, that big out.
So basically politics. So it's stuff that's going around the military, and it's just going to be a lot of nothing if there's no evidence found. That it might just be we might again have war for no reason.
The Mickey patrols though are way up. They're much more suspicious about everything right now, so they're definitely on edge. So you're sitting back doing that. Onyx, the recycle thing wasn't a problem.
Okay.
But as you guys are sitting there firing off or finishing up your rounds, she kind of pulls up and she flashes over to one of the view screens and says, "You familiar with this? You familiar with this one?" And she points to this like news feed called Pyramid News Network. You guys might have seen her kind of talk about it a little bit, or watch it a little bit, but like maybe you just didn't pay much attention to it. And I'll let Jackrabbit, Wyatt, and Abby, if you guys can make current affairs checks, that's an intelligence check.
Just a 9.
9, okay.
12.
15. Abby, you've heard of it. It comes up once in a while, kind of like a joke news site. It's largely kind of like it's not very reputable. Like they talk about weird stuff on there. And she's kind of like, she kind of looks at your guys' face like, look, I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. But some of these stories that have been coming off of here are kind of like ringing true. I picked up this story a few weeks ago, or not too long ago, where they were talking about advanced weapons being out in the Saturn system, not too far off or where we were when the Donninger was attacked. How'd they know? Well, look, I don't know, and that's what's bothering me. And no one really knows who these people are. They kind of pirate the signals. But I was
So that's why you want to take this detour, is you want to try to find out? Is that what you're saying? Are you like a reporter or something like that?
Well, there's one of these reports is saying that this weapon recently passed through Himalaya. And Jackrabbit, this name clicks to you because knowing your navigation skills. It's actually a moon off of Jupiter. And she's saying as she pulls this news report and plays it back for you, and it's talking about like using Himalaya as Himalaya as a like a place to deposit and like transport advanced prototype weaponry. So I don't know. We're on the way. It's an extra day's travel from where we are. It wouldn't be hard for us to take a swing by and check this station. I mean, it's not a very big station. It's some tiny little thing, well smaller than Prometheus.
I think you need to go up back to the galley and then we talk about it. And I talk to my other people about whether or not we want to do this.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Go. If you're not going to give Onyx your shoes, at least give me a minute to talk to my
friend. She climbs back up the ladder and goes back into the galley. No problem. Like she listens to you. She's not going to try to fight. Plus, you guys are holding guns. She's not going to, even plastic bullets are going to hurt. Yeah. Okay.
And at this point, I just look at my friends down here. So it's Wyatt and Abby. And I just imagine being like, how many times are we going to do this? Just go different places. People say go, then Wyatt gets shot. Then we go another place, then Wyatt gets shot again. What are you two thinking about this kind of thing? It sounds like it crazy to go there. What did it for us?
That's what I was wondering.
I think it's worth checking out. I'm willing to get shot again, but it only hurts for a little while.
Well, what do you think? Maybe we go get Onyx and Myrtle, because I want to know what we all thinking this is that we try to do. I don't want to go down there like that time we went to the docks and we just come in the front door and then we all almost die like again and again. It seemed crazy.
We definitely, if we decide to do this, we need a plan. Yeah, we can't just run in there without one.
You guys do have a gunship now. I'm just saying.
I mean, we got a gunship now, but I don't think shooting is part of the plan. And I'm already beeping on to like Onyx and Myrtle and be like, hey, come on down here. You can shoot some of the rifles we got going. We got to figure out this detour thing and then catch them up.
Yeah, I'll be down right now.
All right.
Yep.
So you guys meet in the galley again.
Yeah.
And as you guys come in, you see Diana's watching the news feed. She's actually now like only watching Pyramid News Network. And as you guys walk in, like you're looking at the stuff and you're like, this is what we're listening to. And like the first story that pops up is saying that Earth is lacing canned food products with mind control drugs for belters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why we eat mushrooms, so they can't control our brains. And then like the next, like as she's kind of watching, another one that comes up is saying that like Undersecretary Aaron Wright of the UNN is like an android, that like he's really a robot.
Voila, I knew it.
You know, and they plan on placing him in charge once he becomes the Secretary General. That he will just keep on being reskinned to be the eternal Secretary General forever.
This is why you don't trust Inez.
Yeah, they listen to crazy stuff. It's gonna rot your brain.
Yeah.
But
so like these stories, I mean, like this, it's tabloid stuff. It's just like garbage stories, and some are wacky. You know, Myrtle. It reminds you of like stuff out of a comic book. Like, you know, like some kid would draw on the back of their notebook, you know, when they were, you know, whatever. So it's just kind of like this bar.
And then I'd say to Diana, okay, now we need this space. Can you go back down where we were before so we can talk about you without you being in the room?
You could confine her to a quarter if you want to put her in like in one of the rooms. Like
Kind of just like sending her back and forth. Like it's sort of like a mean play.
All right.
Go back down.
Yeah, she buggers off for a bit and goes off and does something. You know, she's gonna go take it easy out there or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of strange, but I do want to know. I do want to know what happened on Prometheus, but I don't know if we trust Diana. What do you think?
I don't trust her fully, but she hasn't done anything to.
And you guys have her on the security feed right now. Like you guys, like you can watch her on all your data pads, whatever. Like have the ship's systems watch her, and like she's just hanging out there in the cargo hold where you told her to go. And like you guys left her guns and everything out. She's not even touching them. She's not even going near them. She's just sitting there on a gravity couch, just waiting.
I mean, does Paul Mang believe all this crazy stuff on the TV? She thinks it's true. Now we got to stop there. I don't know.
What you think, Myrtle? You like Wyatt? You think we should go figure out what's going on?
I kind of think we should, because, you know, what if everything that just happened, you know, it's like we've got a ship magically, and now we have a new name, and everything seems to be going a little bit too smooth. And by doing this, we might be able to find out a little bit more information about what was actually going on when we went over and everybody got shot up. I think we still need some answers here that we're not going to get from her.
Is this an Erta thing to just want to know the answers and just get shot at just so you can know? At least the way I grew up, you just go the other way. You don't go toward it like that. And I'm looking at Abby now, going, "Are you buying all this too? You think we should check it out?" I do it for you because if you want to avenge Claire, then I'm in it for that. But just this want to know stuff, I don't really care.
I'd be interested in some vengeance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I nod.
Yeah.
Now you're talking a language I understand.
Yeah, we can let curiosity kill the Paul Mang. So.
Abby, make a technology check real quick. Intelligence technology.
10.
And I thought you had a high tech skill. Okay.
I did, but I rolled like crap.
Okay. So you take a second and you kind of go and look up this station. It is real. It looks like it was it was never a colony. It was just like a way station for early exploration of the Jovian system. mostly used to like have extra water stores and stuff like that, and some fuel, whatever it was. Or like, I mean, but it's as far as you can tell, like there's nothing really new about it that you can see on the thing.
Okay, I'll send it to everyone so they can look at it too.
Does this ship have good scanners?
Sensors are okay. They're not bad, but they're not great. That would definitely be something. I should also mention in this game, everybody. So Green Ronin Publishing puts out the Ships of the Expanse book, which is really amazing. And one of the coolest things in it is you can level up your ships.
Ooh.
So this is a possibility is to enhance the sensors of the Sinclair in the future.
Excellent.
Did you see this place does have maybe have extra water stores though? Maybe it is a good idea to stop by. We can get some more aqua.
Yeah. Now you're thinking.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm always thirsty.
the last activity that you guys have, as far as your research goes, Abby, the last activity on Himalaya was 20 years ago.
Okay, so no.
If this group decides to do this, I wouldn't go tell Diana we were heading there. I would just go straight to the thing and put in the new coordinates. Be like, she figured it out when we get there.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's the deal?
We're going.
You're good to go, okay? All right, we're good to go. Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to call it? You can call it over like intercoms to come back up, or what do you want to do?
Just leave her there for a little bit.
She fine down there. I don't like that new stuff she keep watching.
Yeah, turn on Period News Network wherever she is, so she's just stays down there watching.
Yeah, and I turn on cartoons.
Just practice shooting and just not say a word to her.
I also have to because I learned a lot by playing this game about space. Himalaya, the moon, the actual moon, because I work for the University of California, was discovered by guess who? The University of California. So very cool kind of piece of history. I love learning stuff like that. So cool.
That's rad.
So I had to give a quick plug for the old blue and gold. All right. So yeah, you guys call her back up and she thanks you and she keeps on. She's now like, you guys. It's gonna take maybe like not even a day. If you do a 1G burn, it'll take you maybe like 8 hours. And you start burning for it. She's doing nothing but watching Pyramid News Network now. Like she's like on a hawk like this thing. And Myrtle, you and Abby, you've known Earthers like this that like just watch this like kind of one weird news network, and you're pretty sure it's gonna rot her brain. But she's got money, so.
Right. It's like I think that every once in a while, I don't know about Abby, but I think that we might feel that we will keep an eye on what she's watching to see if any of it takes a very specific turn to only being a certain news story and following a thread. If so, she takes off on a thread, we're going to be able to tell what that thread might be going to, versus just watching everything, just watching all the crap. If that she starts to hyper focus on a thread, is that we're going to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Because we know how that's bullshit.
So, yeah, you guys kind of like checking on, and she's a lot of it's like garbage. I mean, it's like talking about like there seems to be kind of a thread about replacing people with androids that kind of pops up once in a while, and it's like even like some singer, like his kids like he actually died and his kids replaced him with an android so they can keep on reaping money off their dead father. It's really bizarre stuff. There's one about Avasarella, Christian Avasarella, that's she has like the reason why she always wears her hair up so much is she actually has like an alien brain slug attached to her. Yeah. So some of it's getting kind of bizarre. By the way, that's in the book I'm reading. Like that she has a brain slug. That's one of the theories, and I love it. So gotta do a Futurama call out once in a while. Now I just gotta get Hypnotoad on here. All right, so you guys start approaching the place, and it is like this. You kind of ping it with the sensors, Jackrabbit, no problem on the approach. It's dead. You're gonna have to use your guys' umbilical to board it. It looks like the airlocks on it are not active. If there is power, it's the reactor's not on.
Is it just me, or does this feel like something we already did before?
Yeah, is there any way we could scan this area and see if there's anything at all?
The sensors on the ship the sensors on the Sinclair are limited. You do kind of give a scan. There is no reactor that's turned on. As far as movement on the surface or heat signatures, nothing like that.
Using our data pad, is there any way to find a floor plan of this place from past use?
You would have to probably ping one of the major stations, and it'd take a while to get a response. You could certainly try to ping Tycho back and try to get a floor plan. There's no guarantee that they have one, though.
And is there a back door this time, or is it just the, we went in the front door
There's
one?
only one dock setup. The dock is not. It's not going to automate, so you're going to have to pilot in yourself. Have the ship's auto docking system try to go on, and its clamps aren't working, so you're going to have to have the ship tea kettle keep itself steady in there. But you could certainly dock it. Would be the major way to get on it. There's not. You think there might be a way to land on the surface, but it's not a very big place to land. It would definitely it'd be a lot more dangerous trying to land on it than back suit on versus trying to go in the docks. But once again, there's no activity inside. There's no reactor online. No
I'm going to
ships
go
docked.
prepare all the vac suits and check to make sure everything's good to go. That when we get there, suits don't have holes, repairs, or anything like that. And I'm going to put upgrading the sensors on my list to fix it. So
let me go ahead and get Jackrabbit. Give me a piloting test with an extra +2 if you want to use the ship's systems to dock, which I assume you do. I would recommend it.
21. Me and this ship, we become friends, you see. And I'm like, and as I'm docking this, I'm like, last time we said we should have had something like we were pretending to do instead of just knock knock, hello, who there? Do we want to have something in mind in case they're people, or do we just go on in again?
What could be a good reason for us to be here?
Knock knock, who's there? Just kidding, Onyx flips out again.
If that's the plan, I'm gonna put that light security armor on real quick and
Yeah, you get your security armor, no problem. There's no gravity on the station. It's not in spin. It's
Perhaps we could
Hey,
get
Onyx.
Diana up here too and see if we can get her. She knows so much about this place.
And
Yeah.
Onyx, you used to scrap ships, right? And we used to once upon a time do that together.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
I would
rock
kind of
jumping.
say maybe we pull a whatever year that would have been,
Mhm.
and that's what we do in here, and we teach in these innes.
Oh yeah. And I got good deception, so I would be totally down to do that. And we could tell them we're bringing supplies, or we're just pretending we're just floating in.
you come on in, and there's no lights on, anything like that. The ship gets up to the docking, up to where the docking system is, and the ship kind of does the work for it. It looks like the docks are set up decently. The place does have air. It looks like it is pressurized, and the airlock is. It looks like it will function. It's got an emergency power, but you can certainly have it function without much of an issue.
I want Diana to come with us. She's not staying on the ship while we go in.
Right.
Yeah, she need to go outside. Too much TV.
Okay, so all of you are gonna leave the ship.
Is there anything about that would be a bad idea?
I mean, you're gonna have to run for it and make the pilot on it, but yeah, you could. I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, I don't mind waiting behind if y'all want to check it out.
I'll wait
So we
with
can-
Myrtle just in case I need to get into any systems.
And the
Okay.
pilot Terry was dead. Is that correct?
What's that?
The other pilot Terry.
Yeah, he didn't make it to the. He didn't make it to
Okay.
the shuttle. Yeah, he died back on Prometheus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
Abby, because Abby can not only get into systems, but can also, in case we need to maneuver,
Mhm.
can maneuver the ship around. Obviously not as amazing as Jackrabbit, but between the two of us, we should
You
be
figure it
able
out.
to. Yeah, we figure it out.
I instantly turn on the weapons.
So let me get kind of a marching order of who's going to go on to the. And do you guys have like back suits on and rifles, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then and you want to have Diana go with you guys, have her suited up.
Mhm.
Would it make more sense if I stayed and Myrtle, like with your military background, go? Maybe we'll trade.
That's totally doable. Yeah.
I think we trade. I think it'd make more sense for me to be ready to fly us if we need to go.
Well, do you guys want me to go off then in case I need to get into any systems?
Yeah, we might need. Yeah, I think that's.
So I hear Jackrabbit staying back. You guys are taking
Yeah.
Diana with you.
And Abby and Myrtle,
Okay.
I think, are maybe going.
The whole crew. Okay, so only Jackrabbit's on the ship. Okay.
I don't know if you're going, Myrtle. Are you going? I didn't.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll keep an eye on Diana here.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume the marching order would be something like having Wyatt in the front, Onyx second, Abby third, Diana fourth, and then having Myrtle in the back.
Yep.
So okay, and you guys have enough rifles. If you guys don't want to bring rifles, or if you want to bring tasers, or what you want to bring, so let me know.
A rifle.
Definitely a rifle.
Rifle.
As you guys gotta get off, let me get the four of you that are coming off. Everybody make a seeing test. A perception
First roll.
seeing.
Ooh, 2 6s and a 4. And
Is that a 6 on the drama die?
No. Sadly. 10.
I got a 6 on the drama die.
Okay.
I got a 17 and 2 6s. No.
15.
15. Okay, some here's some pretty good rolls there.
I got a 15 with doubles.
Okay.
3 on the drama die.
All right, so you guys start kind of marching up here, and as you approach it, you start seeing like on the ground, the place is pretty dusty as you kind of look around, like it's just been collecting dust for 20 years. But this airlock, as you guys approach it, you can see that there are definitively disturbances in the dust along the ground, like someone's been here. Like you can see where the mag boots hit the ground. It looks like mag boots hit the ground and disturb the dust. All right, we lost Wyatt. Let me go ahead and change that up here real quick.
Yeah.
I think he's got
Poor
the
guy.
storm.
He's got
Yeah,
storms in his area.
Yeah, he's got some storms, and I gotta move things around real quick. But problem. Okay, keep on going, guys.
Well, Wyatt, this is not the time to do the hidey thing like I told you to do, man.
Does
Okay,
it
so
look
if he's
like
not here, does that mean he automatically wins?
He does. So yeah, Wyatt gives you guys kind of a heads up, let you know that there's something going on.
like two? Like, does it look like more than one person? A group of people?
It looks like make a searching check.
Okay. Perception. Ooh, 6 6 and a 1 on the drama dice, so 13 and 1, so 14.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like probably there's probably maybe like you think maybe like 6 people came through here, but the traffic is so dense that it looks like they came back and forth. So they may not be here still.
Be on the lookout. I guess we'd be quiet.
Let me All right, we got Wyatt's back. All right, cool. So yeah, you start seeing those. It looks like there's been a few people through here, Onyx.
Okay, yeah, I go. We got to keep our eyes open. There might be people here still.
Myrtle, you guys kind of looking at this, and you can tell it's old. It's kind of old tech. It looks like something may have been done to there's something there's something about the airlock. It looks like it may be tampered with or something.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at it a little bit and just kind of keep an eye on. It doesn't look like there's anything else. Like it was just tampered with, maybe broken.
Yeah, is it fixable?
There's something kind of off-putting about it. Like it looks like it's like the locks on it or something like that are not properly set or something like that. Like something's just offset. It looks like it's functional, but it's not functioning how it probably should.
Does that look physically like it's, Is it just maybe it's like out of alignment? Maybe.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, it's all set up for. Yeah, like something's misaligned. Like something shouldn't be there.
Okay.
Can I'll go take a look at it just to see if it's something like my toolkit, if it's something I can fix, or if there's something hidden.
Give me
like,
give me an engineering test.
Yeah, just to see if I can tell what kind of tampering. Okay, +2. Ooh, 3 5s. 15 and 17 total. But I got a 5, 5, 5, 5.
Okay. It looks like on the airlock, you can see there's like been some sensors added to the airlock. And it looks like they're like proximity sensors. Like if the airlock moves, it'll trigger something.
Okay.
You think you could disarm it though? Like you could rig it so it wouldn't trigger whatever the hell it is.
I go, nobody move. This airlock's got some. Somebody put something on here. I'm gonna see if I can turn it off.
Make an engineering test, and let me know if you do the drama die.
I got a 2 on the drama, but I got a total of 11 and +2, so 13.
So you start making some progress on it. Like you're kind of going through and rigging it. Make another check.
Okay. Okay, 4 on the drama die, and that is a 7 +2, 9.
9. Okay.
I'll burn a fortune to turn the 1 into. Let's see, I'll turn it into a 4. So.
Into a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to keep on chugging along on it. So keep it up.
Okay.
Yeah, getting there. You're like, you guys see him kind of like trying to like put a shimmy in this thing and try to use him as tools to like try to redirect this signal.
All right, I got a 6 on the drama die, so now I got a 17.
You finally managed to like pull off this sensor setup, and you kind of pull out the thing it's attached to.
Can I tell the tech?
What's that?
Sorry, can I tell what kind of tech it is?
It looks pretty generic. It's like a something you would expect to see like on a like mining operation.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like it's just a part of the whole system. But it looks like you cleared that off the airlock, and the airlock looks like it's okay now, probably.
Okay. Okay, we're good to go.
Who wants to activate the airlock?
Who wants to activate it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'll do it, since I was fixing it, and I'm confident it's like fixed. Those are things that are taken off.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna keep those sensor traps though.
Okay. You go and you kind of start messing with it and such. The airlock opens up. It's ready to accept you guys. If you guys want to go inside and then have it cycle through, you can.
Yeah.
All right.
We're good.
You managed to open up the airlock, no problem, getting into the station. The interior station is, after you open it up, like while the outside was dusty and kind of old and like had some problems, the interior of it is trashed. Computer screens are smashed through, gears smashed out. Everything that's a console that could like be used for any kind of tech is just annihilated. The place is not like, and it all looks pretty fresh. Like it looks like this happened not too long ago. But the place is a mess.
Do we see any kind of like boot prints or tools or anything that could have indicated people here, or how many people were here?
Make a perception searching check, or tracking, your choice.
Can I help her with that and do the same
you can
thing?
do your own too.
A 13.
13. Okay. You start looking around on the ground, and like you can you can't really see too many boot prints anymore, but like because it looks like they were just moving stuff around like everywhere. Like stuff was just being tossed. The whole damn place got tossed pretty badly. Yeah. What'd you get, Wyatt?
I'm gonna re-roll because I can re-roll.
Yeah, you deserve it. Yeah.
Same thing. 9.
A 9.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like 3 9s in a row.
Okay. So yeah, you start. Make sure you use the D6s. Yeah, you kind of look around. You're not really seeing much. It's like staying out of the ordinary aside from the place being trashed. It looks like honestly, Wyatt, it reminds you a lot of like when vandals would get a hold of like a nice place and just trash it on the way out. I mean, your thing is just vandals, whatever. Some kids got in here, some builders got in here and took their anger out on it.
Okay.
And even the any of the computers that were in here are like smashed through and stuff like that too. It doesn't look like the data cores are completely missing. It looks like some of them are still here, but it's definitely not gonna you're not sure if they're in good shape based on what you're seeing here.
Is Diana saying having any reaction?
Diana's she kind of goes. Do you let her poke around a little bit?
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll let her.
try to keep her. Okay, she kind of looks at some of these computers and she's like, you can kind of hear her breathing a little hard, like she's kind of a little anxiety about it. Like someone was here recently. She's like, what about this one here? And like she kind of starts poking, like she starts trying to like pry open the panel of this computer.
I look at Abby just because maybe it's something she can help recover the data core or something.
I can certainly try.
Go ahead, Abby, and give me a intelligence technology check, and give me let me know the drama die. What you get on that?
I got a 5 on the drama die.
Okay. What did you get total?
14.
14. Okay. So you start kind of like you go up to like one of the computers, and you think there's a it looks like they bashed it in pretty well, like they shot it up and like smashed it with like like rebar or whatever the hell they had. But it looks like some of the damage didn't penetrate the entire system. You think you see like a hard drive, like a local hard drive that you might be able to pull. It's kind of tricky though. Do you want to take another check and try to see if you can get it out of there?
Can I see if Onyx could help me with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll let Onyx help you out with it. It's not really something that you can get help on because it's kind of a tight fit for your arm, especially in the back.
I didn't know if he could do it since he's more.
It's a technology thing, not an engineering thing.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
better.
then
Unless you want the guy who's worse at it to do it. I mean, you're welcome to.
I mean, I have a little bit of technology, but probably not as good.
Yeah. And you got it. Yeah. So go for it. If you go for it, you're making another technology check if you want to.
14. What? 15.
15. What did you get on the drama die?
Nice.
I got a 2.
2. Okay. So you start kind of you feel your hand grab it, and you're trying to like wriggle it free. Make one more technology check and see if you can get it out of there.
I got a 4 on the drama die.
Okay.
No, that's only like a 14.
Only a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Only a 14 is really good.
Yeah,
That's good in this game, guys. Only a 14, no, that does it. You actually manage to you feel around the whole hard drive. When you feel around it, is completely intact, and it kind of you think this, it's the first kind of lead. Maybe there's something on here, but you're thinking there's got to be something on this that can help me get my vengeance or whatever the kids are calling it these days. And you pull you get this drive out, and it is intact. It's about yay big. It's not a data core, so the data on it's much more delicate. It's not meant to survive like scuttling or destruction, but it is whatever this terminal is doing. There'll be some sort of record on it. And Dinah kind of looks at you holding this thing, and she's like, "It's something."
Definitely better than nothing.
Yeah. Maybe we could take it back to the ship later and see if you can get it working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Wyatt, pull out my bag of.
Wyatt and Myrtle, you guys keep on looking around. Both of you give me seeing tests. Perception seeing.
I got a 14 with a 6 on the drama die.
Okay, pretty good. Oh, Wyatt, can you roll me a D6? Actually, let me get Jackrabbit because you've been out of the action. Roll me a D6 real quick, Jackrabbit.
I have an 8, by the way.
Got an 8. Okay.
It's 6.
6.
Ooh.
Jackrabbit. What is a 6 on the churn? Let's see what that does. That is a minor effect. Okay. You guys are kind of standing there, and Onyx, as you're kind of like watching all this kind of unfold and stuff like that too, Onyx, you hear like a ching cling ching, like a clang kind of sound, like through your boots you can hear it. Like it's not, you're not hearing it through your audio, but you can feel it through your boots, like kind of a clanging, like a banging sound. And you look behind you, and you can see that like when you dislodge the trigger on the airlock, the explosives that were rigged to it have fallen into the airlock.
Oh, bang!
You don't see it going off, but you can hear it. Like you can kind of like see it, kind of floating around, bouncing inside the airlock.
Miloto, we gotta get out of here.
You're not sure if it's going to go off or not. You're not sure what it's set for. You're more concerned about who's going to go figure out this hazard.
Yeah, I point to Wyatt and I'm just sort of like boom. We gotta get out of here. Look, that fell off the airlock. It's gonna blow.
You guys can see inside the airlock. There's like something like kind of moving around, and Onyx kind of got a glimpse of it through like the window, and it's like it's like a set of kind of packed explosives, like a shaped charge.
Is that our only way out too?
Yeah.
That we're gonna have to move that.
We're gonna call. Yeah, we should let Jackrabbit know too. Just like emergency. Yeah, we gotta move it.
Yeah, and once you call, she can be like, "I told you did a bad idea. Of course, something that's gonna blow up Wyatt. Wyatt, you said you wouldn't mind getting shot, but how you like to get a bomb?" Oh my God!
We'll get him up.
She hangs up on you all. She's like, "Call me back."
We'll get a prosthetic. We blow your arm off. I mean, we could go take a look at it. We gotta look at it.
I'll start slowly making my way over towards it.
Is there any way that we can like cut through here, and then like fling it away from us?
Yeah, I mean, it's just floating there. Like it doesn't have like a detonator attached to it. It's more of that like if you were to possibly mishandle it, it might explode.
You got that crowbar?
Bat it out into space.
Bat it out into space.
Got my crowbar.
Space that thing. Yeah, we space that.
All right, Wile E. Coyote. Sounds like a good plan.
What's the like skill set for like bombs, that kind of deal?
Demolitions.
Demolitions.
Or engineering potentially, depends on how you're approaching it.
I have engineering, but
I got engineering too, so I think I would be like cursing, like Kulaburos Cacafelotas bringing me down to this bomb shit, kind of walking hurriedly toward it, thinking like, of course I gotta get him out of this.
Real quick too, I forgot Wyatt. You as you stand there, you can see on the ground like there's like scrape marks. And it looks like something was moved through here pretty heavily. Like it had like a magnetic they use like a magnetic lift thing, so it is 0G, but like it's kind of held down, so once in a while it hits the ground. And as you're looking around there, you're kind of checking it out. You see like you're pretty positive, like it reminds like the marks on the ground, like the scrapes and everything like that, along with what looks to be like kind of a part of this, like a packaging part, is left over there. But like this doesn't have like the dust on it like everything else in here does, or even like it hasn't been trashed. It doesn't really belong here, but it looks like part of like maybe a shipping container. Does it
look like it's going out the airlock or?
No, it's like something in the room with you guys, like on the ground.
Wow.
I'm gonna go pick it up, look at it.
So you go up and take a look at it, and like as you're looking at it, like you're pretty sure it's one. Like you remember seeing something like this. The cargo container you guys had on the Princess when it was the Princess Sella. You're pretty sure this is one of like the corner kind of like bumpers on it to prevent it from like taking damage or to absorb it. You're thinking like someone moved that cargo container specifically through here aggressively, and this got knocked off of that, which is what it's supposed to do anyway. It's like a buffer piece.
I want to point that out to everybody in here.
Okay.
And let Jackrabbit know too.
Yeah, maybe we could use that as some type of shield us from this bomb.
Yeah.
I stand behind Wyatt. Well, he's got that thing.
Okay.
when I come in here, John, what am I seeing?
Oh, you're
Like,
gonna go into
is
it.
it? Yeah, I wanted to
Okay.
come
So you start
down
coming on the
whenever
ship, and
they.
you can see in the airlock where it's sealed up. There's like something bouncing in there that they told you is an explosive. Do you want to open the airlock and try to get it out? Or?
Yeah, I think I like. Can you set the scene a little bit? I'm not quite sure what I'm.
So you're on the ship, and the ship is docked up to this thing. Unfortunately, the dock is not fully functional right now, so like you guys have to back suit out a little bit. In the airlock though, which is currently double sealed, you can see inside there is kind of floating around a pack of shaped explosives, something you'd use like mining charges. And according to Onyx, this was rigged to like blow the airlock at some to try to blow the airlock if someone tampered with it. But he got rid of the trigger for it. But now the explosive pack itself is just kind of floating around. You don't know if it's how stable or unstable it is.
Okay, so yeah, I would be talking from the other side and saying, "You want me to open the airlock and hey Onyx, you make it shoot out the right way."
Maybe we found this container that
You found the leftovers of it.
Leftover of a container, but maybe we could use it as a shield, and I don't know, maybe we could get close
It's
to
not
it.
a leftovers container. I mean, there's parts in there you can certainly use it like a shield if you really want to.
Yeah,
But as far as the container goes, it's a little piece like this. Like think of it like like when you go to like the grocery store, they have like the corner bumpers. It's kind of like that for the shipping container. It's just a part that protects it from shock absorption.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is it something that can be used then, John, in any way, or is it just
really.
like is it more like a this is what happened to the thing? Okay.
I mean, there's parts.
So yeah, I would say what are you gonna do with that? That's not gonna shield nothing.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe we can disarm it, but it's going to be risky.
It's bouncing around. Are you going to bounce around with it as you disarm it? It'll disarm you.
I could free fall it, but I got this vac suit on. But I don't know. I mean, what else we do? You could open it from that side. Maybe it'll fly out. But if it hits our ship go kaboom.
Yeah, that's not good. I like that ship more than I like you, Onyx. I just can't.
Yeah, unless Onyx goes an Epstein drive.
Yeah, I believe that. I'm like, I believe that, Jackrabbit. I believe that. Yes.
You gotta respect that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you
Well, we could try to run through it. Don't know.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
We got to get this out of the way. It's just going to be more of a problem if we leave it.
I mean, if we hit it, it's going to go kapow.
I mean, Jackrabbit, you have the best angle on it being outside that you could probably space it if you really wanted to.
Space it.
Yeah.
Space it.
I think we let it do the spacewalk.
Okay. So you could set the airlock to just do an emergency instead of doing like a depressurization. You could tell it because right now it's pressurized. There's actually air in there. And you think that if you like hit the buttons right and get out of the way quickly, it would just go flying out.
What you think if I fly the ship away and then I'll open it and then I come back? Then it won't hit the ship.
Are you sure you're going to come back?
I don't know. Where you keep making me go to places like this to die? I don't know.
We found something, though. We found something.
It'd be good.
Okay.
Trust you, Jack.
We trust you.
So,
You can do this. You are so good.
All right, I'm gonna try what you said then,
right.
John, and also like anybody inside us. Say you help me if anybody can have another eye on it and help me with when to open this thing and in what direction.
Go ahead. So it's not really a problem to open it at all, Jackrabbit. You hit the button, it opens up. Make a free fall test, dexterity free fall, to make sure you can get out of the way of this explosive completely.
Double 4s, 5 on drama dive.
Okay. Pretty good.
Plus
you
5.
You kind of
So
scrape
18.
off the side as you hit the button and let it goes flying out. You see it going straight for the Sinclair, and it's like pink, and you see it hit the side of the Sinclair, and then it kind of like kind of flings off, doesn't explode on impact or anything like that.
I almost had to fix that.
Yeah, and she just is like, she looks at you all, and she just gives you a long, she points. I think with time would go. And she just walks back to the ship.
Yeah, we hurry back. And wherever that thing hit the ship, I'm like looking at it to make sure I don't have to fix it later.
Yeah, and
it
I'm
was-
already.
you just-
Yeah.
The ship takes more damage than that just flying it, so it's like this is nothing.
And I'm also gonna say, like, one of the things whenever they get back in there, she's gonna say to Onyx, you know what the ship need? It got a new name, but it need an image to give it some luck. That was some unlucky shit right there. You give it some good paint job. Make it that scratch into something good.
Yeah, I do something real nice and artistic. Yeah, I've been waiting for something this nice to paint. I'm like really excited. I'll use some of Remy. When I recycle them, I'll use some of them as a paint to paint the ship too.
Well, yeah, he liked that.
He had a little blush in his cheeks, right? Sick, man. All right.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So, yeah, you guys can get back on the ship, no problem at this point.
Whew. All right.
Need a check.
Was it worth it? Was it
We'll
worth
find
it?
out.
Did you find something that you all wanted at least, or was it just going there to play with a bomb?
Oh, Abby found something.
Well, all right.
Just pull out the small hard drive.
Oh my God, look at this.
Get ready for the juice. Just kidding.
Actually, yeah. So, Abby, you guys managed to get back on the ship. De-suit, no problem. Dinah's like, well, let's go see what's on this thing. Go take a look.
Better be good.
Abby, make a intelligence cryptography test.
I got a 6 on the drama die.
Okay.
16 altogether.
Good at this.
Wow.
So you start going through the hard drive, and there isn't much on it. It looks like they took an active test to wipe it. However, though, you do find a very late log on it that is like something that got logged on right after they deleted everything, and it is a set of orders to abandon that facility, this hiding place, this hideout, if you will, because it's been compromised by the Pyramid News Network. Do you want to share your results with the crew?
Kind of give like Diana a side eye, but
Okay.
then I still share it with everyone.
Okay. She's like, I knew it. I knew that they got someone that's doing something. She kind of sits there for a second. She's like, all right, so if they came after us, or came after you guys and the free fools for everything, what do you think they're going to do to the Pyramid News Network? We got to find these guys. We got to find out where they're broadcasting from. Like, no one really knows who they are.
I mean, what's more important is that we go find this, or you want to go to Mars?
Yeah. Who care about the pyramid?
I got a feeling that
I
they're.
mean-
Yeah,
got
I
a
don't
feeling-
care about them.
They just transmit trash.
I figure my curiosity is piqued. I want to know who these people are. I suppose you do too. She looked at Abby. All right.
It's a wood dying for Abby to know the
Yeah.
answer to
So-
that thing.
Yeah, so Abby, this is going to take you. So the problem is you guys don't know where they are, but you have the signal from them. So you think you might be able to like trace back their signal if you really want to take a shot at it, trying to figure out where the broadcast is originating from. So you guys get back on the ship, you kind of get settled and figured it out, and you're thinking, all right, it's going to take you a few days to decrypt the signal and bring it back to where it's originating from. Dinah says she's like and she kind of goes through her data pad and like starts kind of poking things in, and she's like, it looks like she's sending messages somehow through it, and she's like, I mean, hope maybe we'll know in a few days. I got some friends that owe me some favors, but if you can figure it out faster, that'd help me out.
Well, we'll do our best to help figure out stuff because we're doing this for Abby, not for you.
That's right. We're doing it for Claire and Abby.
What'd you say, Abby? What were you saying?
I said I can certainly try.
All right, so you guys get back on the ship, and what do you want to do with the ship? Do you want to start heading back to Mars, or do you want to just kind of circle around the Jovian system, or just chill out someplace, or what do you guys want to do to buy the time? Because Abby, you're looking at this like to try to follow the signal back. and it's not gonna it's gonna take you a little bit of time to figure out like the origin of it because it's a big system.
I feel like I would have already popped in Mars. Like that was where we were headed, and this detour, so I would have popped it in and then been like, in Mars, or you want to just hang out? It seems like we were doing detour, but are we doing the shift?
Well, if we go to Mars, we can also ditch her.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Right. And, continue to
Right.
talk about it on our journey and see what else we can figure out. And then we can go from there.
Right. And maybe between us going here to Mars, we'll find the network station to figure out who these people are. And I pull out that bag of ice with the hand in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have better resources to analyze, like do a DNA analysis and all that kind of stuff too, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's turning
Okay, big
it's turning
pump up.
brown. It's turning
We
green.
taking you home.
All right. So it sounds like we have a mission. We have a really clear thing. So we're still going to bolt to Mars, try to draw off Diana.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is to then also try to figure out who this hand belonged to. Maybe you can find who this person was. And then at the same time, Abby's trying to retrace the signal, and you guys are welcome to help her trace out the signal too. There's a lot to do with that and such too. So yeah, that's a pretty good setup for the next session then, for session 7.
Oh,
All right, we'll end there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Came close to our goal. We got one more. We need one more for our goal tonight, and I can do a giveaway. And I'll step it up for everybody. Whoever wants to, if anyone wants to do one more sub, it would be super cool. We get the 25, and I will give out the Game Masters bundle to the winner of the Ships of the Expanse print copy. So,
churn.
churn.
Oh yeah.
22.
Yes, gotta do it.
Oh wow, really?
And the churn is up to 23 at the end of the session.
What?
Oh, nice.
So, real quick, there it is. We got it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yes!
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Good
And
job.
We're about there. We're good enough. I'll go ahead and give it out here. Let me go ahead and pull a name out of the hat. Once again, you have to be in the chat to win. Let me go pull it real quick here. And I'm gonna hit roll it, and let's see who our winner is. And it is Bildergar. Bildergar. Do you know who that is?
Yes, that's my husband.
Oh, okay.
So you can re-roll. if
I
you
can
want.
re-roll for him. I have permission from his wife, and she says,
Sorry, dude.
All right, look, I've won stuff like that before, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to take the prize. Give it to someone else that would appreciate it. It's super cool. So let's go and do it again.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get
It is D to Cat from my friend Dan
Yes!
Cat from UC Merced, who's moving on
Woo!
to bigger and better things, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
What?
And
What?
Dan
You
declined.
declined.
As well. He didn't
What?
want anything. All right, I will do one more. Do another roll.
Go, go, go.
And
burner account.
I gotta actually have everybody re-enter if they want to,
Oh.
because I am out of rolls, as it would be. So let me go ahead and hit reset eligibility. So if you guys want to, let me see who's in the chat real quick here. I'll just do it as who's ever active on right now. And it is gonna be Aquapunk,
Oh yeah.
Woo!
our good friend Aquapunk. Are you gonna accept? Do I have to defer again? Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey!
That's my friend. That's my friend Aquapunk. She's actually also UC Merced alum. Actually, that's how I met her years
What?
back. So
Oh, now we got more churn.
we got
Thanks,
more
Barry.
churn. The churn. I will push the churn to 24 as well. Very cool. So
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I will decline the gift, but I will give you churn. All right. It's super cool, people. So I'll email you, get you all the messages there, Aquapunk, and you can go ahead and redeem it. So quick few announcements. Number one,
No.
here's the thing. we have to announce.
Aquapunk pulled the churn.
Holy churn.
Yes.
Nelson. So here's the deal. So we're actually going to be off next week. We're going to take another week off. I'm traveling. Some other people are traveling, so I want to make sure we can reconvene. We're going to be. I'm going to go actually hang out with Donna and Lauren, which is super cool. We're going to go eat hot
nice.
dogs, and I don't know what they do in the Pacific Northwest, but we'll do that. So we're going to be back on the 14th of July. That's episode 7. Episode 8 is on July 21st. Now, this is something I put together actually very early in the broadcast, and we managed to pull this off. I can't believe this. We've been excited to announce this, but we're going to have 2 guest players that night. Very special guests. It's going to be my longtime friend, Satine Phoenix is going to come on the show.
Yes!
And her husband, Jameson Stone, who's super cool as well. They've both been gracious enough to give us their presence. I've been working on characters with them, and they are looking forward to playing. I will say this: they're playing very different characters than they usually play on shows, and they're stoked for it.
Nice.
Funny enough is actually the first time I ever played a role-playing game with Satine was actually Dragon Age. Green Ronin's Dragon Age.
Aww.
So yeah, and oddly enough, I've actually never had her run a game for me. I've only ever had her as a player. So it's always fun. I like doing that, stuff like that. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that one, and everything. So please come in on July 21st for sure. It's gonna be a big show, and we're gonna have a big giveaway that one too. I'll be giving away our Green Ronin did give us one special Abraxas Precipice bundle to give away along with the Ship of the Expanse book, so we're gonna be doing that as well on that one as well.
Awesome.
Thank you so much everybody for tuning in, hanging out. Thanks for the subs. It's super cool. It's always great to have support. It makes our stream better and better. Please, if you haven't yet, go on our Patreon. It is a great way to get bonus episodes. You guys recently voted, and I believe you asked for, I can't remember who wanted which one they wanted. I think they wanted I can't remember if it was Myrtle.
I voted
they wanted the
for
bonus
Myrtle.
episode for. I can't remember who it was. It was someone, I can't remember, but we're gonna film more bonus episodes. And we have a new one debuts on July 2nd featuring Wyatt down here or over here. And you can see Jackrabbits on there as well too. So yeah, it's hard to do the Brady Bunch thing, guys. But thank you so much, everybody. I'll go ahead and get your information for your prizes here too, Aquapunks. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Come out and be sure to follow us on social media and hang out, and we'll talk about the Expanse.
Yes!
All right.
Yes.
Later.
And if our guests survive, if they don't survive, I'll make them into burritos. Like every guest, if they don't make it, I'll just recycle them into built burritos.
Nice.
All right. So that's the note we're going to end on 2 weeks with. That's that one. If you come on the show and your character dies, we eat you. No waste,
Yeah.
not whatnot. I appreciate it. See you guys later.